Hey paparazzi, I'm so excited to spend just a few minutes this evening with you. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do hidden gems, but we're going to mix it with a major trend of this season. So while people are popping on, make sure you're telling your teammates and your customers to come check out this live. But I wanna know, are you a consultant of paparazzi or are you a customer? Go ahead and drop it in the comments. Let me know if you're a consultant or a customer. Either way, I'm so happy you are here. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun. Now remember, hidden gems means that these items are currently available on the website or in your back office, and I am so excited. The trend we're going to talk about this evening is music box. Now I feel like this is a trend that so many people have loved this season. Think of a dreamy and ethereal aesthetic. It's a trend completely infused with light colors. Think of it as a totally girly trend. You're gonna see things like romantic wrap tops. You're gonna see tulle skirts. You're gonna see voluminous skirts. You're gonna see puff sleeves, ballet flats, velvet accents, a whole lot of satin. Think of bows in every way, shape, and form. You're gonna see bows on shoes, bows on clothing. You're gonna wear bows in your hair, and maybe you're gonna wear bows on jewelry. So much about this trend is really about that bow or that femininity. Now listen, I know in many cases you're thinking that this trend is entirely pink. And I do think when you first think of this trend, you really do think about the drastic part of it, right? Something that you're seeing in stores all over. The big pink satin bows, the lace. Lace is a very big part of this because you're gonna see things like sheers and chiffons and polka dots and a whole lot of florals. Dainty florals and a bit more bold as far as florals. But what I'm wearing is also part of the music box trend. So I wanted to show you a more streetwear version, something that's got a little more grit into it, because I believe every trend can fit into your own individual personality and style. I sometimes am extremely girly, but in a lot of ways I have kind of an urban undertone or like a very sunsetty look to what I'm wearing. So let's go through my outfit. I am wearing obviously a tan top, okay? It is leather, it's gonna box out, it's very structured, but it has pleats, okay? That pleat function is part of the music box trend. And then I paired it with black leather joggers. Here's the key. Up the side of my jogger is actually completely embroidery. It's embroidered roses. So roses are huge this season in any way, shape, or form. Now these roses have a light pink to it. They have a light tan, a little bit of yellow, brown, green, and that wine color. I feel like it really gives the roses dimension and makes them feel real and natural. And to top it off, I paired them with a pair of kicks that I love. These are all satin, like tennis shoes, and at the top, I've got this big bow, okay? It is a structured bow. It's over exaggerated and comes over the top of my shoe. Again, very girly, still pulls in the satin element, but I am actually doing the music box trend with leather. Now I have paired more whimsical type or filigree accents with it as far as jewelry. So I've got this bracelet, and then I've got this ring. You can see right here, I've got a brown cat's eye on it, okay? That is actually being tied in with the tone of my shirt and the embroidery in my pants. And then I've just got a filigree earring as well. These are also all available, but like, check this out. This is so cute. Now I'm gonna show you a couple of pieces of clothing that show different parts of the trend as well. Now I told you that I think most of you are gonna think pink, and that's great because there is a whole lot of pink in this trend. But in this particular case, you're going to see this is just a lavender, okay, a bit more blue based than what some of you might call a typical lavender. But look at the bows right down the center. They are satin bows, and then we've also got a bow on the side of the sleeve. Bows and satin, and we've got that light and airy color. Now I told you you're gonna see a lot of ballet flats this season. You're gonna see ballet flats with maybe they've got satin with them, or maybe they've got a bit of embroidery, or maybe they've got some sort of pearl element to it. In this particular case, they're gonna be a bit more funky because these are ballet flats that are a high sheen silver. Now I love these. There's definitely a way that you can make these sunsetty as well. But you're gonna see ballet flats throughout the season, but particularly in the music box trend, It is very, very distinct, especially if any part of the ballet flat has a heel or wraps up your leg. Maybe it's got ribbons or different things. Now, here's something that I don't feel like is part of the music box trend when you initially think about it, meaning I don't know that you would think about it this way. But this actually is a throwback or more of a vintage inspired piece, okay? I swear to you on my life, when I was growing up, we had a couch almost this exact same color. Had a whole lot of pillows. You had to dismantle the couch. At least 29 pillows went on the floor because before you could sit down. And everyone in town, when they came in the house, would tell my mom how much they loved this couch. It had like burgundy and like a rosy pink accent to it, and it was very pretty. Now, part of the music box trend is to take those vintage type florals, right? This is almost a tapestry type fabric. It's thick, but it has that nod to the embroidery and obviously that floral motif. And so you've made it obviously music box. Plus, look at the volume on the skirt, okay? And it's got a big puff sleeve. Two key male elements of the music box trend. So those are just some things that might help you think outside of the box. Now, let's get into jewelry because that's my favorite thing of the day and every day. I love jewelry. So let's start with this one. Now, I told you that satin and bows are big this season. So you can see right here, this is connected to a satin and ties with a bow in the back. Now, these are pearls. One of my favorite things about this is these are a bit elongated. They're not regular round shaped pearls. And actually, the string in between is a very light pink. Now, one of the great things about this is this allows you to pull it up, right? You can tighten this or lower this based on the size of the bow that you have. It's really cute layered too. Pearls this season, particularly in the music box trend, are going to be a bit more fun and edgy. Now, bows are huge, right? I'm wearing bows. You're going to see bows everywhere. But quite literally, here is a knot bow version, so it doesn't always have to be an actual bow. My shoes are a knot version as well as these hair clips. This is a really fun one. I feel like the color is completely indicative of the music box trend. These are great to wear stacked. Okay, if you want to take two braids and pull them back, you could put them on the sides, right? Maybe you've slicked down the hair, you've slid in the bows, and then the front is going to come over and you've got big barrel curls. Maybe you've pulled your hair back, right back here, and then you've got a bow sitting there. You can stack the bows back here as well. Lots of ways to wear bows and the knot bow, right? Literally like looks like a knot but has two ends coming out. That is a huge part of the music box trend. Now, I told you pearls are part of music box but funky. So here is an amazing hoop earring with some super funky pearls. You can see the shape. They almost look like petals, right? And you see just a little bit of that pearlized sheen, which I think is also amazing. I think these are gorgeous and again, completely perfect for the music box trend. This is also a fun piece. So this is actually part of our Z collection. And I love that this is pearl based into flowers, okay? If you look at this, the raven, you can see that we definitely have almost like a brooch-like setting in each individual piece. I'm telling you right now, especially with the music box trend, any type of nod to the brooch look is incredible. Now, these are a different price point. If it's part of our regular collection, if you're a customer, you know that it sells for $5. In the case of Z collection, this is a $25 piece. Now, I'm telling you what, the idea of getting this for only $25 still blows my mind because look at the size and the caliber of each and every piece. Are you kidding me? That is the deal of all deals. The Z collection obviously is something that often commemorates really special occasions. When you're thinking of going to a wedding or a special date, or maybe you're doing family pictures, or maybe you're going to a graduation, all the kinds of things. Z collection is one of those perfect pieces to really make you wear a statement when you're entering the room or to really commemorate the moment so you don't forget it, right? Cement it in your mind forever. Now, part of the music box trend is actually to have an ethereal or an iridescent overlay. So let me show you this piece right here. This is a longer necklace. Obviously, it comes to a pendant. I love the bottom. You can see right there that we've got the light pink pearl finish, okay? And then an iridescent overlay. Now, one of my favorite things is the pendant actually comes out, okay? And the pearl is nestled inside. To me, it looks like it's actually been encapsulated and held inside there. I love the open framework, and then rhinestones around the outside give it just that subtle hint of sparkle. But that iridescent overlay is important with this type of trend. Now, here's another piece that I feel like is amazing. This is a bracelet. All of these are clear beads, but you can see that the iridescent finish right there. Can you see how it bounces in the light? You can see a little bit of pink and purple, green and yellow, and then it comes down to just these darling discs, and then that one rhinestone right there. This is super lightweight, super, super lightweight. But that iridescent finish is something that's super important. Now, let me show you another piece. For those of you who are on the fashion fix, okay, this is part of April's Fifth Avenue, and I'm telling you what, this is incredible. This is going to be an iridescent type finish. It's a little bit of a different color palette than what we regularly determine as iridescent, but this is absolutely gorgeous, and this piece is a total statement piece. You see how big each one of these are? Oh my goodness, and look at the way the light bounces. So fashion fix means there are 4 pieces that are directly curated together as a set. So if you're a customer and you love this piece, it's not available yet to customers. I know I told you it was online. Now this is one that will be coming. So if you buy from a consultant, make sure that they know that you want the Fifth Avenue set, because on April 5th, they'll have access to it. So technically at midnight. This is a gorgeous one, and lots of pieces you could wear with it. Now, also part of that iridescent is the idea of an opalescent overlay or an opalescent look. So here is a ring that actually looks like opal, right? This is a resin material, but we also feel like this looks exactly like an opal. And then look at the top and bottom, right? With that crystal and the filigree around the outside. So, so pretty, especially because this is white. It really does start to pull into that music box trend. And last but not least, within this is another Z collection. This is gold based, and gold is huge this season. I love this Z collection necklace because it's going to mix a lot of different materials. You've got a cat's eye, you've got a pearl, you've got almost like a crackle finish to a pearl, you've got gems, you've got iridescent, you've got a beautiful acrylic with a gold flecks in it. But look at all these pieces. You see how this screams femininity. You see how you could wear this with tulle. You see how you could wear this with chiffon. You see how you could even add bows to this. This is totally girly, and I feel like this also has a very upscale look to it, largely because it's based in gold. So that's a really fun piece as well. Now, I use the term filigree, and I want you to see that filigree is part of the music box trend as well. This is going to be a long pendant, and then right down here at the bottom, you're going to see that it is an open framework, what I would call filigree, but you see how it almost gives a nod to a heart, right? Not a distinct heart, obviously, but just a bit of a floral. And you see how it coils at the end. That's one of the things that you often see in filigree as well. But look at that. We call this color tea. Okay, so this is a dark brown rhinestone. Absolutely beautiful. I feel like brown goes really well with some of these lighter spring colors because it's not super harsh or drastic. Now I'm going to show you 3 versions of the ring. One of them is the brown ring that I'm wearing, okay? I showed that to you earlier in the cat's eye, with the cat's eye in the center. Here's another one. So this is a silver filigree. This is a great basic. You could add this on to so many pieces. And this is a true Malibu. So if you're a Malibu lover, this is a great piece that would go with almost any acrylic necklace that you have. This is a true Malibu. And obviously the music box trend is for sure a Malibu look. Now here we go with this. It's also sunsetty because it's a dominant or hyper trend of this season. This is a fun version of a filigree as well, but it is filled in. So often filigree we talk about and we know that it's an open framework. But see here how it's got that scroll pattern, almost like a little nod to a heart or a floral, but it's solid. So the texture is actually setting on top, and I think that's important when you're looking at something like this. Now, We also have a Blockbuster section, which I know you're familiar with, and I love that there is Blockbusters that fit into each trend this season. But for sure, without a doubt, all the trimmings screams music box. So you're gonna see this layer of pearl. I love the details of the beads. This bead actually will move inside of here, which is so, so pretty, okay? Lots and lots of layering. This is definitely a statement piece. And then you've got the satin with the bow. Now, one of my favorite things about our Blockbuster section is in many cases, many of you find something you love and you think, oh my gosh, I wish that I had that in every color, right? Do you ever do that with a pair of pants or a shirt and you're like, oh, this fits really well. I feel like it goes with a lot of things. I have it in white. I wish I could find it in black and light blue. Well, good news, many of our Blockbusters come in multiple items or multiple colors, but for sure, all the trimmings has many colors. So this is in brown. I'm going to show it to you in plum. You'll also see it in white and black and light pink. So go check out the Blockbuster section. You might just love this because you're a Malibu true and true all the way through, right? But this particular one also screams music box. Now remember, these items are available on the website. Go click through the colors if you want. You can choose to sort by necklaces or earrings or bracelets, but make sure that you're looking at those pieces and see how you can take an accessory and make your outfit super trendy for the season and be spot on so that you mimic what you see in stores and on the runways. These items are available, so go check them out. Most importantly, know you're loved and cared about.